gentlemen. Whoa, peroxide. All right.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay.
Until we start, we won't.
We'll start.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh,
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. As
are y'all ready?
Double click it there, yeah.
Aye, Captain!
There you go. Yeah.
oh, okay. As that. Wait, no, but I need the
It's
video.
okay, you're good, you're good. Does it have the same impact if it's not? Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Okay. It's good. Has this ever happened to you when watching your favorite shows on Netflix, YouTube, or simply just browsing the web? Raise your hand if this has happened to you. Okay, quite a few of you. And another question, does anyone know why this occurs? No? Well, this happens because of something called network overloading, and it occurs when there's lots of traffic on the network, which can cause delay in data sending. This is one of the many problems people face when they don't use a VPN, which is why today I'm joined by my team members Pablo, Dominic, Damien, and Tom to talk about our new revolutionary state-of-the-art VPN called Cloakinator VPN. Now, what is a VPN, you're asking? Well, a VPN stands for a virtual private network. And how it works is that it delivers a point-to-point connection between your device and the server you chose to connect to. Now, why is this helpful? Why should I use it? Well, using a VPN has a number of really helpful benefits. And the main one being that it encrypts your data, making it unreadable to thieves attempting to access it. Pablo will be going more into detail about the problems regarding data thefts, but another really helpful benefit is that it protects from cyber attacks by masking your IP address. Now, my personal favorite feature is that it allows for connections to any country in the world. And with over 800 different servers to connect to, and can we restart?
You keep going, it's okay.
Okay. You're guaranteed to connect to any place in the world and access content only found in that country. And finally, the best feature that separates us from other VPNs is that we are easily affordable, being a fraction of a full internet package. Other features will be covered more into detail by Dominic and Damien later in the presentation, but for now, I'll pass it to Pablo to discuss more in detail about common problems of not using a VPN.
Thank you, Jeff. As users, sometimes we don't realize how many hazards we face every time we surf the internet. Every time we open a browser, we get exposed to a variety of threats in the form of malware, scams, information theft, etc. And it is important to be aware of the risks and problems we face as users. We are humans, we make mistakes, and it's not about being perfect. It's about be prepared when we need to it's about be prepared when we screw things up. So instead of trying to predict when it will rain to avoid getting wet, we can just have an umbrella in our backpack. That umbrella, it's a VPN. Here we are, hopefully. Okay. So here are some of the risks and problems we face as users. Regional content restrictions. So, some people say the worst case is the one whose bars you can't see. And that statement is true for regional content restrictions. As users, we don't realize the amount of content we are missing because of regional restrictions. Countries can set content restrictions in streaming services, apps in the App Store. And it can even mean saving money if we talk about online shopping. Another hazard is the malware and viruses. We all know what a computer virus is and damage they can make to our personal devices. Computer viruses can be found almost anywhere on the internet, and we can just hope to always click the right download button on that shady pirate movie website, or always download only what we wanted to download from that coworker's email. Another one is a personal data leak. We have all connected to a public Wi-Fi at coffee shops, hotels, or airports at least once in our lives. But did you know that hackers can easily intercept data on these networks? Our personal data, like your banking information, passwords, and private messages, are at risk when we connect our personal devices to them. So, how can a VPN protect us from all these hazards? My teammate Dominic will help us clarifying this question.
Thank you, Pablo. So our VPN uses end-to-end encryption, masks your IP address, and doesn't log metadata, all while keeping high speeds. People have been using encryption for literal millennia. Julius Caesar created a cipher to protect letters of military and political importance, but times have changed and so has encryption. That's why our VPN uses military-grade encryption to guarantee that no one can access your data except you. Our VPN masks your IP address by routing it through one of our servers, preserving your anonymity online. This means you can browse the internet from the comfort of your home while appearing that you are browsing from the heart of the Czech Republic. Think of it as a secret tunnel that you can use to access the internet via. Unlike other VPNs, our servers do not log or store your metadata, including online activity, browsing history, and more. This keeps your information out of the hands of information brokers and advertisers because there's no data to sell. You can think of our servers as a multi-lane highway. With loads of servers, the data can move fast and smooth without getting backed up. Plus, if one server goes down for maintenance or becomes congested, the others can easily step up and keeps things running smooth. To talk more about features, we have Damien.
Cloakinator offers a multitude of features. Our VPN offers you the privacy and freedom you need to safely surf the web without having to worry about your data being out in the open. You can register multiple devices to be secure at home and on the go, and our user-centric interface makes our VPN easy to use and full of additional perks. Did you know that your data is vulnerable to all kinds of exploitation when you search the web without a VPN? Your passwords, banking information, government ID, and details about your online subscriptions are out in the open for anyone with a little know-how to use and exploit for their own means. Our VPN offers top-of-the-line protection for your data to be used without worrying about it being exposed to the public. In this digital age where all details of our livelihood are programmed into devices, keeping that information safe should be a priority. Speed is one of our greatest concerns to ensure that your use of the internet isn't slowed down just because you want your data to be kept safe. For VPNs to work, your data has to pass through one of our secure servers before it can be passed back to you, which typically causes high latency due to distance, which is technobabble for slow internet speeds. Another factor is high traffic passing through the server. According to security.org, 55% of free VPN users report slow internet speeds, which is why we boast a multitude of server locations proportional to the surrounding population. Security.org also has shown that 20% of people don't use a VPN because they're simply too difficult to set up. We understand that and offer automatic hardware detection and for a hands-free installation. Not only that, but our VPN is so easy to use that it's as simple as flipping a light switch. Our automatic server selection chooses the closest server with manageable traffic to ensure quick and easy browsing. And if you decide you want to browse from a different region, it's as simple as a quick scroll through a list of places you might want to browse from. Our VPN subscription offers the ability to turn your device into a secure ecosystem. It's as simple as installing the VPN on a different device, which is available for a wide variety of devices and platforms. Now to Tom.
Thank you, Damien. We're two laptops at once here. All right, now before you all disconnect, and your region locked. Perfect. Before you disconnect from the presentation, let's go over a few of the main points again. So one, your pricing on a VPN is much more reasonable than most people assume at first. Two, you're able to block metadata from accumulating. Three, you're able to access restricted content depending on where you are in the world. And then four, setting up a VPN is a lot simpler than most people think. Now, most people are under the assumption that VPNs are expensive when in comparison to your internet package, the cost is negligible. According to security.org, cost was the main reason holding people back from purchasing a VPN. And now, depending on the length of time you sign up for, you can enjoy a VPN for less than $4 a month. So most internet packages start at approximately $60 and go up from there. Hope it doesn't fill in the rest of it there. When you're using a VPN, you can access servers in different countries around the world, allowing you to bypass any censorships and access information online. On a less serious note, if there's a show or a movie, say on Netflix, that you're not able to watch here in Canada, but you know it's available in the States, you can log on to an American server and watch that show. A lot of people get confused about the term metadata. I know we went over it a little bit, but just as a little bit of an example, come on. Metadata can be gathered about what kind of ads you watch, how long you watch them, and if you engage with them. That data is then used to direct more applicable advertisements your way, whereas a VPN can block a lot of that data from accumulating, which means less eyes on your data. So in closing, you wouldn't go outside in a rainstorm without a jacket, so don't surf the web without a VPN. Get Cloakinator now. Any questions? Yeah, good.
Bravo. Us. Good job, us.
So